Hi everybody. I know it has been a while since I uploaded a video, like a really long time. I have to admit I have not really been spending as much time working on YouTube, really at all. I have definitely been just like really focused on Half Lucid Jewelry and building my business there, working on Instagram and TikTok and um, getting all of that stuff done. So I apologize. I know it's been a long time, and I can't say with all honesty that like I'm back because I'm going to be back on a regular basis, but I did want to talk about one thing in particular that I have been asked a lot about recently, and that was the Clarifix procedure that I had almost a year ago. So I thought it would be cool to give you guys an update about that. Um, because I think a lot of you are starting to actually get the procedure done or are considering getting it done. So almost a year ago, I was chosen as somebody that, has a lot of sinus problems and allergies and, historically bad. And I had already had two sinus surgeries. The first one was a pretty simple one, which unfortunately didn't do a lot. And the second one was great. Like the second one made a huge difference. It was life changing. So after, and I got the second one in 2019. So in 2020, in the, middle of the year, basically, I was invited by my ENT to get, to be part of a study with Clarifix. So I didn't know when I had the procedure done if it was the real one or not. It was a double blind study, so they didn't know either. And for the first like 3 months, I had to just like give them feedback each month on how I felt about the procedure. Did I think I had gotten the real one, etc. So I've done a video before that talks about what happened when I got the procedure done. It was a really horrible experience. I'm not going to lie. Like the actual procedure itself was awful. And even though it's been a year, the memory of that has not faded. I still think it was horrible. But now that it's been a year, and I did, by the way, get the real procedure, I didn't get the placebo. Now that it's been almost a year, though, I do have to say, between the sinus surgery I had, the Clarifix procedure, and doing allergy shots for the last few years, my allergies have changed drastically. Are they gone? No, they're not fully gone. I actually just last week did cat sitting for a friend, and I spent like probably 5 or 6 days visiting the cat, spending a few hours at a time with the cat, which I could have never done that before. And by the end of it, I definitely had gotten a little ahead of myself and was just like, oh, I can be around a cat. It's fine. Um, which was only fine to some extent because by the last day I visited the cat, I started getting very stuffy. And then for about 2 days after, I was very, very sick like the old days with allergies, very congested, had to take a lot of medication. I was wiped out. I was so exhausted. I threw up actually, unfortunately, from just like all of the congestion. So it was not fun. I did not miss that. But I realized when that happened, I haven't had something like that happen for a very long time. So I will say I could have never been around a cat for a day, never mind multiple days before my allergies got so bad. Um, I last time I went to the ENT actually, which was I think like 2 months ago. That was the first time ever since I started having allergies at 12 years old that the ENT told me that my sinuses didn't have any inflammation in them, which was amazing. I've never heard that before. So that was incredible. Um, so that was very good news. And the doctor definitely sees my Clarifix procedure as having been a super beneficial one and really positive. So, and I would agree. I think it's been very positive. I think after the initial awfulness of the actual procedure itself and the fact that I didn't feel well for at least like a week after that, it definitely got better. And it wasn't like a drastic thing where I just suddenly woke up one day and was like, wow, I feel so much better. It was very gradual. It was a thing where I realized I hadn't had really bad allergy days for a long time. And looking back at it, I couldn't believe it. Like today, I actually sound a little congested because I'm still getting over the super long cat exposure from last weekend, um, or last week. But this is this is nothing compared to what it used to be like. Those bad days that I had over the weekend after being with the cat all week, that's how my life used to be all the time. And it's so different now that when my nose is stuffy, I hate it. I can't stand it. Like, I feel like I can't breathe because I now know what it feels like to breathe. And I've been so lucky for the last like year or two to be able to breathe finally. Even when my nose is stuffy, I can usually still breathe, which is just, it's so different. It's something that kind of snuck up on me because, you know, when things gradually get better, you kind of don't notice until they get worse again. So the Clarifix procedure for me anyway was a huge success. I still think the procedure is terrible. I think you need to go into it knowing that. I think you need to know that it is very painful. It is extremely uncomfortable. And for people that have any kind of fainting complex like I do, you have a very good chance of passing out. And like you just need to know that going in. I'm going to be seeing them again in a few weeks. I'm going to give them my feedback. And I'm going to suggest again that I don't think it's a procedure that should be done as like, one day thing and then you're supposed to go home and just bounce right back. I think it should be something where you have general anesthesia and you're not awake for it. And then you have a couple days recovery time. I honestly think with a procedure like this that it is worth getting, but I don't think most people would be able to handle getting the procedure done. Like I'm a vet at getting sinus stuff done. And it was horrible for me, like horrible. Despite how amazing it's been and how much it's helped me, I still can't get over how bad the actual procedure was. So I hope this helps. If you have more questions, please ask me in the comments. I will try and answer. I'm going to try and be better at least about that. I'm sorry I haven't been posting as much, but I hope this gives you some hope, that your allergies can get better because mine were so bad and they have gotten a lot better. So thank you for watching this. Thank you for checking out my channel. I hope you are staying safe and I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Bye.